We're back with more hot rod and custom fun in the garage with Bodie Stroud.
Hello and welcome back to In the Garage with hot rod and custom stuff, just like the commercial says, man. Oh, man. Today we're talking about building a car. If you're just joining us, we've gone through purchasing the car, and we've made it all the way to fabricating the car, and little things that you might have, like I said, go to Harbor Freight, get a little hammer and dolly set and start just, massaging dents out. Don't get all crazy. Don't rush it,
Definitely the best way to learn is hands-on and practice.
Yeah. And I mean, if you're really freaked out about it, run down to your local metal shop and buy a piece of, 18 gauge sheet metal and put some dents in it and try and work them out, or figure out how to do that.
Yeah,
I'm old school. I still like, when I need an angle on something, I'll beat it over a bench. Screw the brake and all that other stuff. Because a lot of this old stuff wasn't necessarily a brake. It was a press that made it. You know what I mean? So it's not going to be the same, and it's not going to line up the same if you're trying to match a stock piece. So a lot of times I just hand make it with whatever I have.
Yeah. You got to get creative on some shapes.
Yeah, you do. And it's not hard. I mean, it's just like figuring out a puzzle,
Everybody out there has the internet these days, so YouTube is also a big help. There's a lot of how-to videos on YouTube as far as metal shaping and stuff like that.
Yeah, check it out. Please don't be one of those guys that I swear just fills it up with Bondo and oh my God, like that 57 Chevy we were just talking about. Disaster. I don't know what this person was thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, they just started cutting and they started filling and they started cutting and filling and.
I've never seen such creative use of seam sealer.
Yeah.
It was everywhere.
Man, it was everywhere. I think they put a bottle jack inside the quarter panels to spread them so that they could fit a bigger tire in the back. That's just not how you do it.
Yeah. Well, that's also something you want to be thinking about at this stage of the car is your tire size.
Yeah, wheels and tires, and if you want to tub it.
Yeah, because unfortunately, there's no car that came stock with fenders that would fit an 18.5-inch wide tire.
No, so now is the time to do it.
If you want to do something like that, there's going to be some fabricating involved. And
Yep. Hopefully you'll get lucky and you'll have a clean car, and if you just sit there and look at it and you order the wheel tubs or whatever, it is a big job. But if you just stare at it, a lot of the stuff lately comes with really good instructions. Detroit Speed, they sell some pretty good tub stuff. It comes with, all the instructions. And if you look at it, you'll see a series of spot welds where there's a little tool you can buy and put it on your drill, and you can drill all those spot welds out. And it'll pop apart instead of, making big old nasty cuts and just going in there with the plasma and, I mean, if you can do that, then go for it. That's what I do. I don't have the patience for the rivets. I just blast that stuff out of there. But I've been doing it so long, I know what I want to do.
Yeah. Well,
so.
Yeah, there's a little more cleanup with that route. If you can get the spot welds off, it'll make your life a little bit easier.
And spot welds are everywhere, on the floor, everywhere. So if you're doing a floor replacement and you buy that replacement from somebody, they'll, you can see. Once it's all raw metal, you'll see where all the spot welds are. You drill those out. You might have to make a little, cut here and there, but that's it, And use a cutoff wheel. Get like a little angle grinder with a cutoff wheel. Air, whatever, electric.
Yeah, it's something to look out for, too, if you want to do the whole tubbing, is you really want to pay attention to your rear windows, your quarter windows, because, we've done a lot of cars where you got to sacrifice rolling the window all the way down or not, or you have to notch into the tub to get the window to roll down all the way, or modify the rollers of the window.
I'll tell you what, that leads me to my best advice is plan ahead.
Yes.
Look at the whole picture. Look at everything. Even if, like Mitchell said, you're doing the wheel tubs, I mean, plan on your front windows going up and down. I'm serious. It's to that point. You have to plan on all that stuff. You need to make sure it's not going to affect anything else down the line, because trust me, it's like layers. When you're doing a car, that's the easiest way I can describe it. It's layers. So if you miss like the third layer and you've gotten a layer 7, you're going to be totally screwed. You're going to have to take all those steps back, and you're going to have to completely start over. So, right?
Yeah, you definitely want to.
Been there.
Every part of the car affects another part of the car, so
Yeah.
you got to watch out for everything.
You do.
Take your time, take a step back, and look at the big picture.
Yeah. So once you've gotten your chassis down and this and that, you've done your suspension and you've done your body mods on your car. You start thinking of motor, trans. If you're going to rebuild your motor, keep it all original. Most people these days like to drop in something with more horsepower, something crazy, especially if you're redoing the suspension. That's mainly why people do it.
Mm-hmm.
So, mock-up motor mounts, do a good mock-up, put the body on and off a couple times, make sure whatever new motor and trans you're putting in is going to clear
the firewall.
The firewall and the trans tunnel. Make sure you don't have to cut a new trans tunnel, make a new trans tunnel. Check out pinion angle, and driveline angle, all that good stuff.
Yeah, you want to get all that dialed in. Any firewall modifications you want to do, definitely something you want to get done before paint. If you want to move your booster and master cylinder to the frame or even behind the dash, and then fill in the holes on the firewall.
Yeah. Fill in as many holes on the firewall as you can, because there's nothing worse than seeing a badass paint job on a car, and then you go and you look inside the engine compartment, and you're like, whoa, what happened?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This guy's got a built-in heater. All he did is got all these holes on his firewall. So make sure you do that. But, it looks like we got to take another break. Dang, these breaks keep coming up fast.
Yeah, they are.
Anyways, all right, we'll be right back, and we'll continue where we left off. Don't go anywhere.
Don't open that parts catalog yet. We'll be right back in the garage with Bodie Stroud.